Yo. I don't know what Dez Bryant talking about. On my kids, I don't know what this brother talking about. It may have come from a good place in his heart. It really may have come from a good place in his heart. Okay. But the brother is very, very misinformed. Okay. Did y'all see what he said? Y'all need to get on Twitter. No, Elon Musk. No, a lot of us don't fuck with Elon Musk. I don't fuck with Elon Musk. But Twitter, I love Twitter. Okay. A lot of shit going on. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta see what's going on. Okay. If you missed it, Dez Bryant said this. Okay. I quote: in order for a HBCU to thrive, you are going to have to throw these colleges into these big conferences like the Big 12, Pac 12, SEC, etc., and allow these colleges to get better over time. Let's keep it real. Whoo, boy. That was just a start. It gets worse. But we're going to talk about it. Okay. But we do make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first. This is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on some. Okay. Put all y'all people on it. Make sure you do that. Like I said, it gets worse though. Okay. Dez said that. Dez, of course, that got people worked up. People in the comment section, people start quote tweeting, saying stuff. Dez started responding to some people. Okay. Um, this one really took me aback. Okay. Somebody said to Dez, no, laughing my ass off. They need more state funding. Nothing to do with conferences they play in. Attend an HBCU before assuming what will help them thrive. Okay. Dez quote tweeted that and said, you sound dumb. How do you think colleges get state funding, smart guy? By having great players, better conference play. If you ain't prime, you ain't getting no top recruit to play at no HBCU. Top players bring in top dollars for these universities. It gets worse than that. But you could say he just keeping it 100 in this next one. Saying the quiet part out loud. Okay. I'm assuming somebody said something about education. I don't know. But Dez said this. Absolutely. Let's think integration and let's not be sensitive. The majority of us don't give a damn about education. We are trying to go pro. Keep it 100. And he talking about athletes. Okay. Most of us going where the best opportunities are. Unfortunately, we know where the most opportunities are. I'm thinking about an edge for HBCUs whenever it comes to sports. All right. Lot going on there. Okay. And I'm sure it's more. I'm not going to go through all this shit. You know what I'm talking about? But with the first one, about throwing HBCUs into these big conferences. This shit is so frustrating to me. There are so many people in our community who somehow don't realize how small our community is within this big nation. This is a nation of 330 million people. Okay. And we make up 13% of that. I keep trying to tell people that when I go around the state of Mississippi teaching, okay, and I bring this up to students. I ask them about what percentage of America you think black. I get answers like 50%. I've heard 60%. Like we're in our own little cocoon and people just see what's in front of them. I think too, and when you got guys like Dez from the sports world, you watch football and the NFL is 70% black, and you watch basketball, NBA 80% black, or you just listen to rap music, damn near everybody black. You listen to R&B, the movies you watch black. TV try to do a better job of being inclusive now. I think people really get this idea that the country is blacker than what it is. And I think to go along with that, people therefore think that HBCUs are bigger than what they are. These are small schools. These like the way the HBCUs get judged is so unfair. You should not be comparing them to no damn school in the Big 12, Pac 12, SEC. No, none of them. Right now, you shouldn't even be comparing them to a group of five school. Even though the passion of the fan base, especially for like a school like Jackson State University, the passion surpasses a lot of these group of five schools. But in terms of the size, no. Why can't we compare them to comparable schools in the FCS first? Can we do that first? Can we do that first? Can we compare them to North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Villanova, schools like that? Can we do that first before we jump up and start comparing them to Alabama and goddamn Georgia? Like this is fucking absurd. Those public universities, those white PW, excuse me, those public PWIs are huge schools because the overwhelming majority of the country is white. Come on, man. What the fuck are we doing? Do we think you just throw these small ass schools in? They don't say that about these small white schools. They don't get that. They don't get that kind of smoke. They don't get the kind of ridicule. Some of these schools ain't got with these big ass schools. I went to the University of Southern Miss for my undergrad studies. Southern Miss ain't had the kind of stadium that Alabama got. Hell, when I was there, they ain't had the kind of stadium that Mississippi State Ole Miss got. When I was there, capacity was 36,000. So shit, you can say it ain't had a stadium that Jack State got. The homecoming crowd that Jack State had, when I was at the University of Southern Mississippi, that crowd could not get up in what we call the Rock. Could have got up in there. So the Miss don't get that kind of smoke. I'm gonna talk about this a little later with the Brett Favre stuff. But part of the reason that he doing all that damn bullshit he was doing, stealing money, these text messages just coming out, and he talking to Phil Bryan and say, "Well, you know, Southern ain't got the money." No, nobody just called him broke when he talking about Southern Miss ain't got money for something. But it's in the grand scheme of things, compared to other PWIs, it's a small school compared to these other bigger PWIs. Compared to Mississippi State or Ole Miss or LSU or Alabama or Colorado, USC, Ohio State. But ain't nobody coming for it like that. The way they come for Jack State. I don't know. Southern Miss had to play money games. We used to play Alabama every year and get our ass stumped. And nobody wasn't just shitting on them in this way. Like, what the hell we talking about? And again, I don't think Dez is trying to shit on him, but I'm just saying the way he's talking about it, it's like it's hopeless unless you do this. Oh man, that ain't even the move. Now with this other shit, talking about colleges get state funding based on great players. Woo! Let's couple that one with the other one, okay? Because Dez is saying stuff like that because of what he said in the other tweet, when he said the majority of us don't give a damn about education. We are trying to go pro. See how that worked? And that's the problem. It's one of the biggest problems with the black community in the fight for liberation is that our rich people, many of them ain't got no goddamn education. Many of them are not highly educated. I'm not talking about they're dumb. Okay. I've said on here before that there's a difference between intelligence and having a knowledge base. Okay. Dez Bryant may be an intelligent guy. I don't know. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I don't follow him like that. Okay. But I take a guy like LeBron James. LeBron James is clearly a very intelligent human being. Okay. LeBron probably ain't got the knowledge base. Ain't no probably. LeBron definitely doesn't have the knowledge base that I have. Okay. Based on he just told you I hear LeBron ain't going to college is the first time somebody in his family didn't went to college. Y'all see Bron and used to get film before them games with them books, and people famously clown him and saying he ain't made off page one and shit. But I don't know. But I know I'm a fucking reader. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is a lot of our very rich folks lack a knowledge base when it comes to shit like politics. Can we talk about state funding for schools? That's politics. That's politics. And clearly, Dez don't know how schools are funded. Obviously, he doesn't know about how HBCUs have been systematically underfunded. I'm sure he doesn't know the real effects of systemic racial discrimination in this country, like the socioeconomic effects of that. He don't know nothing about that. Yeah, he probably seen the civil rights pictures of the folks getting the dogs sicked on them and the black, the colored water fountain and the white water fountain. He's seen all that kind of shit. So I probably saw the picture image. But I'm talking about to really get to understand the effects of this shit. He ain't read no 1619 project, nothing like that. So like our rich people not being educated, it hurts us immensely in our fight for freedom. Now I'm gonna do a whole nother thing about that. When I compare our rich people to the so-called founding fathers of America. See, you had a bunch of rich white men then, but they were well educated. They were well educated. And those well educated rich white men, many of them enslavers, they could have just went along with everything and that Britain was doing and kept getting their money. But they were tired of taxation without representation and chose to break their shit off. See, our elite like Dez Bryant, like a Shannon Sharp, like a Deion Sanders, they just comfortable. It's like they don't want to be free. They just want to be down. You know what I'm saying? But part of it comes back to they not well educated. They ain't well educated. Don't try to come off as Deion Sanders speaks well. Shannon Sharp speaks well, but he tell you all the time. Skip Bayless says he graduated magna cum laude. Shannon Sharp says he graduated thank you laude. And it's a funny sound bite. Charles Barkley talks about he didn't go to class, and we laugh, but these motherfuckers uneducated. And that plays a role in shit like this when you're talking about topics that you really have no knowledge base on how schools are funded and all this other shit that goes into not only the colleges, but also the K-12 system. Now, he has a point that these schools getting the great players and them having the TV deals and the crazy attendance and all the merch that they sell, that does generate crazy revenue for these institutions. I just saw something again brought up the point about how football pays for all the and basketball, depending on what school you're at. But that was basically your revenue sports, okay? But especially football, okay? So take football and basketball. So you got the two sports dominated by black men paying for everybody else at the school to go to school. The golfers, the swimmers, the tennis players, all that kind of shit. So you got the black boys playing for the in terms of basketball, the black boys and the black girls paying for all the white kids go to school on scholarship. That's what's happening. See, that's what we need to be talking about. And Dez Bryant is a rich, influential black man, played for one of the most, ain't no one of the most, played for the most popular team in the world. So if he was talking this kind of shit that I'm talking, folks really pay attention. But when he talking that, saying stuff like you just throw, we just throw Jack Stadium Grambling or something like that into the Pac-12, Big 12, something like that. That's not feasible. Or that you get your state funding by the players that you get. That shit ain't nobody finna take that seriously now. Nobody about to take your opinion seriously. So the king might have been coming from a good place in his heart of wanting to see HBCU sports rise. Okay. But part of the rise gonna come from these guys that got the money already, being more informed and getting more involved. With everything coming back to the money, well, you're black, sir, and you got money. Come drop a bag. Come contact TC Taylor, head coach, Jack State University. Contact Ashley Robinson, AD, Jack State University. Contact those guys. Say, I want to be a booster for Jack State University. No, I didn't go there. I went to Oklahoma State, but goddamn it, they got money already. They don't need my money. I want to help y'all out. Do that. You think they're going to turn you away because you played for Oklahoma State? Shit. They're going to welcome them dollars. You do it right, you might get something named after you. Shit. And that ain't just for Dez Bryant. That's all these motherfuckers. Quit talking about it and put some money up. If money is the problem, y'all keep talking about it. Well, of course they're going to go to the PWI because the PWI's got the money. Well, you got money and you ain't white. So help the black institution, whether your ass went there or not. Because they were pimping you. They were pimping you when you were there. A lot of motherfuckers in the stand give a fuck about you. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Or do you? I don't know. Maybe y'all embrace the fake love. I don't know. I don't know. But I hope not. I hope these guys with these bags step up. Get informed. Get involved. Pick a school. You ain't gotta be Jack State. Pick a school. Start sponsoring. Be a booster. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your time where your Twitter fingers are. And let's keep this black renaissance going. Everybody say they wanted to do something after George Floyd got lynched. Everybody say they want to do something. You goddamn do it. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?